few months in the first few, it was 2 or 3 months, Adcock Ingram, one of the pharmaceutical
companies.
after I announced that I want to change the government's approach to expand primary health care program and to build new clinics in the black areas, Adcock Ingram decided to help by upgrading a facility in Atteridgeville and to establish a clinic there that they will run. As a state clinic, but they provided the funds and everything for that clinic, and then they called me and they asked me to open the clinic, and the police then came and they told me I'm not allowed to go into the area because it's too serious. The violence.
What year was this?
This was now 1990.
Okay.
That's about August 1990. I've announced the change in policy it was becoming clear in everything that I was communicating that I was moving in that direction, and Adcock Ingram then got involved in this process to build this clinic there, to upgrade the building, and so the police said to me, I cannot. I also said to them, look, you've got to do your job and I have to go in.
Yeah.
So what was my surprise when this motorcade, when we came into the township, to the clinic, stopped at the clinic, who was the chairman of the meeting that welcomed me? Rina. She was waiting for me, and when I got out of the car, the youth were lined up in the streets, and she had control over them. They were lined up in the streets, and as I got out of the car, she walked up to me and she took me in her arms, and she pressed me against her, and she said to me, "Welcome, Rina, welcome."
Now, you had not seen her since that first
No, I
time?
haven't seen her since that day.
Or had any direct contact with her?
No. I had contact via Marty,
Yes, yes.
And she had 2 grandchildren who were, she had twin daughters. They were about 5 years old, twin granddaughters. And they presented me with a bouquet, each of them. And as we walked in, I did not know what to say. I did not know how to express my feelings that I felt at that moment, because the wheel has turned so much. And as I sat down next to her, she said to me, "Rina, we will work together." And Marty was also there. And I opened the clinic. And this was a huge improvement in the health facilities in that area, So I had many wonderful experiences, but very difficult confrontations. And I think you will understand how sad I was when I noticed that the government was losing control over the negotiation process. I realized that the government was not because we had a unworthy cause. It was or any incredible incredibility because of what we wanted to do. We had lack of credibility because of apartheid. Yes. Yeah. But the way that we've managed to change people and to come to that point where we wanted to lay a foundation for a new future was a miracle. I mean, it was wonderful. And I was part of that process. And I felt good about it. And I knew also what the relationship at grassroots level was between black and white. There was not animosity or... people living outside the country won't understand this because the pictures that they paint is always one of conflict and so on, but it was not like that. There was a strong bond of trust between workers and employers, and there were many good things, if I can say so.
Yeah.
And I thought we had a foundation to build on, a strong foundation. But the minute that the ANC were unbanned, they started to destroy that foundation. They had to take control of the hearts and the minds of the people. And the people, of course, wanted apartheid to go, and the ANC was portrayed as the organization fighting for that, because in the past. But the actual truth is that there were many bodies in South Africa fighting for that. The UDF, the Black Consciousness Movement. There were many people, black people in South Africa fighting for that.
Now, did you ever see Rosina after that meeting?
I met her after, but I was so busy. And being in Cape Town 6 months of the year, it was very difficult to move around, you know. And I saw her at one stage at the meeting where it was in connection with healthcare and the needs of the community. But we could not speak, you know. As minister, you are invited, you come, you make your speech, and then you don't have direct contact necessarily with all the people if there are a huge audience, you know. And but I never sat down and had a talk with her, you know.
So you don't know if she's still alive?
No. Maybe I can find out for you.
And Martie, is she still alive?
Martie is in Stellenbosch. She is, I've lost contact with her, but I know where she is. I know how to contact her. She is, well, she wrote a book on Elita, FW's wife, and the reason why he married her. And I thought that was not a good thing. But in any case, it is haar sak. So ek weet nie, jy kan vir Martie, as jy wil kontak.
Ja, ek sal baie graag wil kontak.
Ek kan haar nou bel, kom ons
Ja,
nou 'n bietjie.
fantasties.
Okay, as jy hom afsit, kan ek haar
kom ons sit
gou
af.
kyk of ons haar kan regkry.